shore. For the mark of respect among these ancient peoples is silence.
We hold our breath here in the islands of Fiji as Her Majesty steps ashore and is received by one of the smallest of our daughters. Queen Elizabeth is with us here in Suva, and the silence with which we greet her, a silence which is our greatest mark of respect, comes from all our hearts. And now our Queen drives out amongst us. She knows we do not cheer. She can see what is in our hearts as we pay our silent homage to Her Majesty. Here now is the Queen arriving at Albert Park. Here in the center of Suva, she is going to receive the homage of the people of all our 300 Fijian islands. Islands which are proud to belong to the British Commonwealth, to have sent our men to fight alongside the British, to have had our representatives in London for the Queen's coronation. Here, our young Queen from the cold, distant north comes to receive our traditional homage. A traditional homage made in sight of all the people who have traveled many days across the water from all our islands for a sight of Her Majesty. Because our sovereign is a woman, she is to be honored first by women, especially in this old and treasured custom of ours, the placing of a whale tooth upon our sacred canoe. Now come our chiefs following our women to pay their homage. Kava, a drink made from the dried roots of peppers and prepared by us ceremoniously in a great bowl. A ceremonial drink prepared especially to be offered to Her Majesty. All Fiji is honored now as Queen Elizabeth accepts kava from our chief.
So the silent homage of Fiji was broken. After the ceremonial drinking came the magic of the dancing. Dancing centuries old in its roots, but no longer pagan, for nearly 90% of the Fiji people are Methodists. The fan and club dance. Now the spear dance, most dramatic of them all. In Fiji, the Queen met a people whose traditions are still strong and which are fostered under British rule. Her reception here was as moving in its moments of silent homage as it was in its moments of dramatic ceremony. At the Adi Kakabau school, one of the new schools opened by the government since the war, there was more typical Polynesian dancing. The Queen took tea here in this school, where they learned such diverse subjects as English literature and mathematics, but in which the natural graces of the dance are not neglected. Once more, the Queen returned to the harbour, this time to go aboard the flying boat that was to carry her on across the Pacific. A flying boat from New Zealand brought specially to Fiji to speed Her Majesty on to Tonga. Without cheers, but with full hearts, the people of Fiji regretfully watched the departure of the sovereign they'd entertained.